All right. Hello, everyone. This is Ziska speaking, and I will make a little reply to the comments in my devlog on TIG source. So I'm going to go ahead first and comment Old Blood's message, and then I'll move on to comment Fall Arc, and finally I'll comment Beautiful Glitches. So basically, yeah, but Beautiful Glitches is another clip because it's a really long message. So regarding your first paragraph, Old Blood, I am not depressed now. I took it to heart the first few weeks, but I'm glad I had the courage to jump down the cliff and launch the campaign because I was afraid to do it, and I confronted my fear, and I went ahead to go and did it, and in the end, it didn't work out, but I have no regret regarding the campaign itself. I think it was top-notch. I just feel like it was too much of a niche game, which was maybe that's why there was a lack of interest. So yeah, as far as the actual campaign itself, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel like it's kind of weird, but when you give yourself, when you give 100% of yourself to something, and it doesn't work, it doesn't feel as bad as if you don't really give yourself your 100% and then you fail. Yeah, I don't think I've given myself 100% like I did for this Kickstarter campaign often in my life. So it was really nice to really polish things up and redo things and over again until I was satisfied with it. As far as the second paragraph, I didn't think you would play the game either, which I thank you because I know you were backing it only because you wanted to support indie game development. And yes, like you said, we have, I think we're both opinionated person. We have very strong beliefs in various things. Some things we agree on, some other things we disagree on. And I know I'm very stubborn. Once I have an idea in my mind, it's very hard for me to change my mind. But I appreciate that you continue to support the project, even though we've had our disagreement in the past. Regarding, also, I wanted to add in something else. I'm going to read your passage. The first time you put your work out there and ask for money in return is a serious reality check for anyone. Yeah, I think that's the most important line of your whole post. Actions speak louder than words, and you can tell it's easy to say something, but when it comes to doing something, then it's a whole different ballgame. And this experience has really opened my eyes as to some people who have, expressed a lot of support for the project and saying they would really definitely back it when it's on Kickstarter. And in the end, I didn't hear anything from them and didn't lift a finger about the whole campaign, which is fine. I just want to clarify here. They don't owe me anything. I think, and that's something we've talked about before, what I would have wished is for them not to say that they would do something. I think I always, personally, that's something I try to live by. I always try to do what I say as much as possible. I don't always do it, but I certainly strive to. So when people tell me they're going to do something and they don't do it, that always pisses me off big time. It shouldn't, but it does. So yeah, it's definitely opened up my eyes, and the Kickstarter will certainly influence the way I lead the project from now on. I will take what people tell me with a grain of salt, and I won't put too much trust and faith into what they'll say, and then we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and reply to the last paragraph. They're working off shoestring budget and fonts. I'm just going to read the last paragraph and then react to it. Most developers don't have money to go towards a Kickstarter. They're working off shoestring budget, They have and funds that they do have for games, and only going toward games they know they will play. Promoting a Kickstarter to check is promoting sale to the worst possible group of people, because most people who can't afford to donate to anything. I don't agree with this. I disagree with this. To give an example, in my campaign, I had one tier which was $1, $1 American dollar. An American dollar a Canadian dollar in American money is, I think, probably 60 cents. So if anyone really wanted to back the project, if only, I don't believe that anyone wouldn't have 70 cents for this. I don't buy it. If they didn't because they didn't want to, that's fair enough. That's fair game. It's because they don't want to invest a cent on it, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. But to think that like they wouldn't have 70 cents to back my project, I don't buy it. So that's what I think. I also think I don't know about TIG being a I don't know. I used to think that TIG was a good place to promote a Kickstarter. It turns out I was wrong. So I guess you're right on that part. I think I think I'm starting to have a different perspective as to what TIG is all about. You're right. The game, certainly, just to wrap up on this little last paragraph of yours, TIG, I think, is for encouragement. Unfortunately, as a developer, I personally, that's what I look for the least. Not that I don't want it, but the main aspect I'm looking for when I'm developing a game is financial support and criticism. And both of those are really hard to get on TIG, unfortunately, which is really too bad because considering that TIG is such, it's pretty much the biggest place out there for indie game developer. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I wanted to make for this to last less than 5 minutes, but it's 6 minutes now. So I hope you enjoyed.